Yeah, so they said that's only for the Israelites, because who did the Lord Yahweh Bashar Shah get a covenant to, man? Right? Who did he give his laws to? Who did he give his promise to, man? It was the Israelites. It wasn't no other nation. It wasn't Moab. It wasn't Ammon. All right? It wasn't Japheth. It wasn't Ishmael, who you Muslims think that Ishmael was given a promise. He was given a nation, man. All right? He was a great nation. He had 12 princes, man. All right? Because like you got Jews all right, this is that word, adoption. All right, because you got fools, man, that really get goofy, man, and dumb, and try to say they use Esau's terms and be like, oh, well, if you can adopt a son in this kingdom, that is talking about the same thing. No, it's not talking about the same thing, man. All right, the adoption is adoption as sons. All right, it says that relationship which the Most High was pleased to establish between himself and the Israelites in preference to all other nations, man. So that's what that adoption is for. The adoption is for the Israelites, man. All right, it's not for all the other nations, man. It's the Israelites who he preferred over all other nations, man. So you can't go and be like, yo, I'm gonna go adopt this Moabite in. I'm gonna bring him in, and he's gonna make it into the kingdom. No, that's not gonna happen, man. All right, that's not how it's gonna happen. That's not gonna. Don't work like that. All right, it says, verse 5 said, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ Hamashiach came, who is over all, the Most High blessed ever. So be it, man. So who the Lord bless forever, man? The Israelites, man. Even though right now we're under the curses, man. All right, but he never took our blessing or promise away from us, man. All right, so he ain't going, just because you be bad or whatever, we turned our back on the Lord ain't say, you know what, you went off, so you not promised the kingdom anymore. That's not what a father does, man. All right, a father, he keeps his word, man, but he'll punish you, though. You know?
Yeah, this is I'm finishing off Deuteronomy 28, 65. It says, and among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest, but the Lord shall give thee a trembling heart, a failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. Thou shalt have fear day and night, and thou shalt have no assurance of thy life.
That's right. Yes, that's right. That's what's happening right now, man. All right, that's what's happening right now, man. Like you wake up, if you living in your little neighborhoods, man, you wake up every morning like, damn, you don't know if you're gonna make it through the day, man, without a bullet coming through your damn window. You praying for your children. Oh Lord, I hope I make it, man. Your life is hanging in doubt, man.
Yeah, like you could be driving and shit, and somebody just cut you off on the highway.
Oh man, speaking of that, that's that, man. Like the Ephraimite woman that happened up there on Aramingo Ave, man. You know, it was a drunk driver or intoxicated driver was driving down the street and clipped and clipped her, damn near her whole family. Because it was her and her 2 kids. She had a boy and a girl. But she ended up dying, and she jumped and she pushed her daughter out the way, and her son got hit. All the kids got hit. But I think, well, she died, and the daughter got injured real bad, and the son got injured real bad. But I think they made it through. So I walk past their memorial every day when I'm going to work. And I'm like, damn, man, you know, like, just walking up and down the street, man, you can get clipped like that, man. First of all, this is the valley of the shadow of death, man. All right? That's what America is, man. America is the valley of the shadow of death, man. All right? Going on, even you could even talk about from the foods that you eat, man. All right? From the foods you eat, the air that you breathe, you know, to everything, man. Anything in this society brings you death, man. You know, that's why the scriptures call it the valley of the shadow of death, man. Also in Psalms, now I believe it's in the Isaiah, if I'm not mistaken, where it talks about the valley of the shadow of death, man. And the valley stands for, that's a low land, a low level, man. Because you have valleys and you have hills, right? So when you're talking about a valley, you're talking about a low state, man. And America is in a low state, man. And the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Why? Because everything that America goes against, they go against the Lord, man. They go against the scriptures, man. All right, so this is a low state, man. You can be whatever you want to be here, man. That's low, man. And guess who is in that low state in this society, man? It's people, it's chosen people, the Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who are telling you you're the Gentiles, all right? You haven't woken up to the fact that you're an Israelite. And if you have woken up to the fact that you're an Israelite, you're going off teaching weirdo doctrines. You know, like I was talking to the dude from IUIC talking about, I kept talking about the name doctrine. So why does the scriptures tell you have to call on his name? The name is just that important, man.
So 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 1, it says, Peter, an apostle of Yahushua Hamashiach, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia, elect according to the foreknowledge of the Most High, the Father, through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Hamashiach Yahushua, grace unto you. It's like grace unto you and peace be multiplied.
That's right. So why would he be telling those people in that region, grace and peace unto you, if they were of another nation, man? All right, and it clearly tells you where they were scattered at, man. Cappadocia, what's a couple of them? Cappadocia, Syria, Asia. You know, all these different places, man, where Israelites dwell. They dwell to this day, man. So guess what? They didn't look like the traditional Israelite, man. Which you have other dudes in different camps, man. They come out with their philosophy that every so-called black face is an Israelite. Every pale face is a Edomite, man. Right? But the scriptures just told you right there, man. Read that one more time, Uncle Sean.
Says Peter, an apostle of Yahushua Hamashiach.
That's right.
To the strangers.
The strangers. Matter of fact, let's get that word stranger. Oh, all right, yeah.
It's G3927 for Ray Pidimos, and it says resident foreigner.
Word stranger. Pari ad Yamus. One who comes from a foreign country into a city or land to reside there by the side of the natives. Right? To reside there by the side of the natives, you have a stranger sojourning in a strange place, a foreigner. It says in the New Testament, metaphorically, and the reference to heaven as the native country, one who sojourns on earth. But it's not talking about that. All right, it's talking about one who comes from a foreign country into a city or land to reside there by the side of the natives, man. So you have Israelites that wherever we were driven from, we wasn't from that land. So you went there to the native people of that land, man, whose land it was. So if you went to Greece, the Greeks were living there, man. And at that time, you would say that they were the native people of that land. Just like right here in America, the native people to this land are the Gadites and the Mexicans, the so-called Mexicans. You know, they were here before Cristobal Colon came, but he ain't even discovered North America. He discovered South America. All right, and before they came here, you already had the Gadites and oh yeah, you had Reuben, you had Gad, Ashur, Naphtali, and Issachar, but that Ashur and Naphtali was down there in South America. You had Issachar that was right here in America, who they treat like dogs, man, and try to say that this ain't their land, man.
Yeah, they fucking building a
Walls in Chicago. That's crazy. Yeah, they want to build a wall to keep the natives out of this country. All right. So that's the strangers. So basically, the strangers to this land would be them damn Edomites. You know. But we were also strangers to this land too when we first came here. We're strangers to every land that we go to, man. So that's what that word strangers talk about. When you go, like, man, this brother can get up right now, pick up, and go move to Italy. Alright? We're still Israelites, but we'll be strangers to that land, man. And if we start popping the women having kids, they're still going to be strangers. But guess what? They're going to be Israelites. Then they're going to start calling them Italians. They're still going to call us niggas, you know? Because that's what they like to call us. Oh, look at them niggas. How the Italians like, look at them fucking eggplants. You know, when the eggplant ain't even black, man. An eggplant is like purple. It's this dark purple, man. So they really like they got real disrespectful with us, man. Call us eggplants, man. I was at work looking at them like, damn, they call us eggplants, man. That's crazy, you know. But yeah, man. So that's what that word stranger means, man. All right.
It says elect according to the foreknowledge.
That's right. Elect to the foreknowledge.
So that foreknowledge is talking about pre-arrangement.
That's right.
It says,
so what's the pre-arrangement? The knowledge of the laws, statutes, and commandments.
According to the foreknowledge of the Most High, the Father, through sanctification. Sanctification is, purification.
That's right. So through the knowledge, we're purified, man. Because before you get this knowledge, man, you going out here acting just like the regular average nigga, man. Walking around with your pants hanging off your ass, you know, disrespecting yourself, calling yourself a nigga, man, calling yourself African American, calling yourself a Muslim, calling yourself a Christian and all that. That's not purification, man. Why? Because you don't know who you are, man. And this bitch sound like DMX and shit. What? she a rough rider, you know. But yeah, so that means you're not purified. If you don't know who you are, man, how can you be pure, man? You know. So when you come into this knowledge, that's your purification. You're getting pure. You know why? Because you're gonna stop doing a lot of those things that you did before, and you're supposed to ultimately stop doing all of that, man. You know, so you can make it. Hopefully that you're in hopes that the Lord will deliver you up out of this place, man.
It says, unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of the Mashiach Yahushai, grace unto you and peace be multiplied.
That's right. Grace and peace. So if it tells you to meditate terrors on your enemy, why would you be coming to those people talking about peace and blessing? That would make the Bible false, man. You see, dudes don't have the understanding of the scriptures. So they hear one thing, be like, oh, like, matter of fact, it was a Benjamite dude, you know, when I was incarcerated, he was in there, and this was when I really, the Lord had put me in that situation, so I started studying or whatever, man, you know, so, but yeah, so he put me in that situation where I started reading, now I'm reading, and this Benjamite dude was talking about, so we just talking about that, and the Benjamite dude talking about, the Bible contradicts itself, man. All right. So if the Bible, so that means that dude didn't have no understanding of the scriptures. So he didn't know how to look up words. He wasn't taught that way, you know. And furthermore, the knowledge wasn't given to him, man. He was a straight up mama's boy, man. And there with your mom's picture, whining and crying, because we was in there around Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, and all that. You know, and niggas was getting real emotional in there. Like, oh, I'll be home with my family right now and all that bullshit. Which is already wicked as hell, man. But even, then them niggas talk about they would have been home with their family. They wouldn't have been home with their family. They'd have been with some whores, man. In the club or something like that, man. You know?
It says, 1 Peter 1 and 3, it said, blessed be the Most High, blessed be the God and the Father of our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach, which according to his abundant mercy have begotten us again into a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahushua HaMashiach from the dead, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you.
That's right, man. That's right. You know what I'm talking about.
It said, blessed be the God and Father of our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach.
That's right. Blessed be the Most High, man. You know, Yahweh. Blessed be Yahweh, man. Go ahead, huh?
It says, which according to his abundant mercy have begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahushua HaMashiach from the dead.
That's right, man. So when Yahushua was put to death, he was brought back, man. He conquered that, man. So through his mercy, because if the Lord Yahweh gonna have mercy on us, man, he got the power. He created us, man, so he could wipe us off the face of the earth. As disobedient as we are to Yahweh, man, you know, he still has mercy on us, man. And his mercy, you know, he'll put you to death. You know, he'll chastise you and bring judgment to you. Whatever he does, man, it's all his mercy, man. Because he brings you back, man. All right? Because he's Yahweh, man. He can just completely erase you, man. You'll never come back, man. You won't even be thought of, man. So whatever the Lord does to us, he's showing his compassion, his mercy on us, man. You know? And you might have people nowadays, they might pass away. All right? And you'll get all choked up about it. And they might be close to you or whatever. They was in the world or whatever. That's the Lord showing mercy on that dude, man. Before we come into the time of Jacob's trouble. And even though you're going to go through the time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord's still going to have mercy on you by destroying you. And bringing you back. And the mercy part is bringing you back into the kingdom in your right mind. Alright? So that's like when you know, when you're a child and you're about to get a beating, and your parent get the stick or the switch or the belt or whatever they get, and they be like, oh, this is gonna hurt me more, it's gonna hurt too. You know? And you thinking in your head like, how? You about to whip my ass, man. Like, this really hurts. But a parent really don't wanna chastise their children unless it's really necessary, man. You know? That's why they say that, man. And that's like Yahweh, man. He don't want to put us to death like that, man. He wants you to be right, but he also says his word, and his word has to go forth. Prophecy has to take place, man. All right? So whatever happens to you on this side, in the up and coming times, or Even before then, man. That's your judgment, that's your chastisement, man. You know? And whatever it is, man, you gotta take it. Alright?
It says, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you.
That's right, that's talking about the kingdom, man. That's incorruptible, man. Reserved in heaven. And where is heaven going to be? Right here on earth. So if it's incorruptible, that means it can't be corruptible. If you get a reward here from Esau, that's corruptible, man. And first of all, it's corrupted when you already got it. Because they're a corrupt nation. So how can a corrupt nation give you something that's incorruptible, man? Only one that can do this is Yahweh, man. Why Yahweh Shah, man? You know? That's it. So if you like dudes, they like to take kickbacks here, man. Why would you do that? Why? Because the Lord blinded you and He gonna put hands on you, man. Why? Because prophecy has to be fulfilled, man. So you get an incorruptible, man. That's forever, man. That's the mercy that the Lord has on His people, man. You know? That's the kingdom of heaven, man, where you're gonna have slaves. You know? Your women are gonna have slaves, you know? But you say here, we say and say this in Esau society, you know, they're unbelieving of that. And slavery is a righteous thing, man. Because you need somebody to control these heathens, man. And that's going to be us, man. That's going to be the kingdom. Incorruptible. Can't nobody, what the Lord gives to you, no man can take away. You know? So the Lord gave us the heritage and nationality of Israelites, man. Esau can't take that, man. Even though they want to. They try, they kill us, kidnap us, you know, and steal our melanin, man. Because your melanin is worth money. Melanin basically is worth more than gold, man. But we want that incorruptible kingdom, that incorruptible crown.
Says, who are kept by the power of the Most High through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time.
That's right. By faith, man. Read that last part again, Papa Sir.
It says, ready to be revealed in the last time.
That's right. Ready to be revealed at the last time. What are the last times? We're living in them now. We're telling you about the RFID microchip. We're telling you about the martial law. What's that? The Jade Helm, man. Yeah, military drills and all that, man. You know. We tell you about the earthquakes in diverse places, which they just had an earthquake over there, I believe, in China somewhere over in the Eastern Society of the earth of the world. You know. And it's been earthquakes all over. We tell you about down Venezuela, man. We telling you that all these things are coming here. We have faith that it's going to happen, man. We know it's going to happen. You know? And what we telling you right now, because we in the end times. Even Esau knows this. That's why he put out that movie, the new movie about the Planet of the Apes. Which me and his brother got to go see that, man. You know? What's the Planet of the Apes? They talk about us. And Esau got the nerve to call us apes and monkeys. But if you look at a crack of lips, man, their lips look just like a damn monkey's, man. That's how thin they are, man. They don't even have no lips, man. And then an old Edomite, their old face be all wrinkled right here. looking like a chimpanzee face and all that, man. Why they call it apes? They're jealous, man. They're mad because, for one, their society is over. Their reign is over. Their reign of terror is coming to an end, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It might have been like the very first Planet Apes. Remember the one when the monkey like read the scroll and shit and sound like he was talking about the nuclear missiles and how it's going to shit.
Talking about it was Cornelius. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
funny.
he was like beware the beast man and all this, and he would make he started talking about he's going to destroy the world and all this.
God
shit.
damn. So yeah, so that's a reference. So that right there is a reference into the so-called white man. And they're using apes because look, they look at us like apes, so they use that. And it's funny that they gave him the name Cornelius, which Cornelius was a Roman soldier, but he was an Israelite. What they called him, a Roman or something like that?
Italian.
Yeah, kind of they called him an Italian man.
Well, no, Italian.
We're talking about Cornelius, man, being an Israelite. And that's another thing like that. He would be considered a Gentile one time, you know. And that all goes into the confusion of the faces too, because he didn't look like your natural Israelite. That's why Paul had that dream too, man, about the unclean meat, the people eating the unclean meat, which was him teaching that was preparing him for when Cornelius came to him, because Yahweh by shots and Cornelius to Paul. I mean Peter, I believe it was.
It's Acts chapter 10, verse 1. It says, there was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius.
Now Caesarea, that's over there, man. That's not in Jerusalem, man. You know? What's that, in Italy? Around that area. That's like with a Roman Empire like Italy, man. That's how you know you have Israelites, and it tells you throughout the whole scriptures, man. Scattered on all four corners of the earth, man. So Caesarea, that's over there in that region where Italy's at. You know? That's why, and they talk about a certain man. Alright, so it's not talking about all the men that was there, man. Just like right now, well, we're getting to it. Yeah, so it did. That's what I'm saying. Like the Romans were ruling back then, you know.
So it says, verse 2. It says a devout man. You know the word devout basically it means godly or pious. You know, if he wasn't an Israelite, why would it say he was like godly?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it says. Acts chapter 10, verse 17. Acts 10:2, it says a devout man, one that feared the Most High.
That's right. One that feared the Most High. I'm going to get that word devout, which is Yasives, which is poised, pious, dutiful, pious, dutiful. Pious, all right, so you look go down. It says from G 2095 and G 4576, well referred, that is pious, devout, godly, man. Alright? So you're not gonna have an Edomite being godly, man. That's just foolishness, man. There's no such thing as a godly Edomite. Why? Because what they do, they say, in God we trust, man, on the back of their money. Oh, all right, here we go. The word pious is deeply religious, devoted, to a particular religion. All right, falsely appearing to be good or wrong. So that's to a particular religion, man. All right, so they say religion. All right, and A1 is marked by or showing reverence for deity and devotion to divine worship. So what's that? That the Israelites, we have a divine worship, man. We first of all we worship Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. You know, and to be a devout man, that means he had to be aware of the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And we're trying to keep him to the best of his ability. All right, and he was drawn to a particular lifestyle, which they say religion, but we know what it is. It's your way of life. It's your heritage. So he was drawn to a certain heritage, which was what? His heritage, an Israelite. All right, that's what he was drawn to. All right, he wasn't drawn to the so-called Roman heritage or their way of life. You know, he wasn't drawn to a Greek way of life.